Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael. Today I'm going to show you how to make strawberry cookies. If you've got fresh strawberries, get those out and let's get started. So we're going to start with 1 cup of fresh strawberries, so that's 150 grams. I'm going to take those, I've given those a really good wash, and I've got a paper towel here in this bowl. And that might sound counterintuitive to have a paper towel in there, but we need to kind of take some of the moisture off of those or you'll get a really soggy cookie. So what we're going to do is we're going to cap our strawberries, and I've got a little tool here, and that is so easy to take those out. And then we're going to finely chop these. So I'm starting out with a little ring that's maybe less than 1/4 inch thick like that, and then I'm going to cut those up into little pieces. Because if you're thinking we're making cookies, you need little pieces in your mixture to incorporate those in. So just kind of slice those up just like that, and we're going to put that in this paper towel, and I'll continue to work on my strawberries. All right, I've got all of my strawberries now diced up. I'm going to put another paper towel over the top of them and just kind of give them just a little bit of squeeze. I don't want to squeeze them to death, but just to take some of that moisture out of it, and I'm just going to let that sit to the side while I prepare my other ingredients. Now I've got 2 sticks of butter, or that's 1 cup or 226 grams. I'm going to put that into this bowl, and you want your butter to be softened because we need to blend it together with our sugar, and so you definitely want that to be softened. It'll blend a lot easier with the mixer. Now to my bowl, I'm going to put in 3/4 cup of sugar, or that's 150 grams. I've got 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, or that's 100 grams. And then I'm going to take my mixer and blend that together until it's nice and creamy. This is coming on nicely. I'm going to go ahead and scrape my sides of my bowl down to make sure that I get everything mixed in together. All right, that's nice and creamy now. I wanted to show you what that looks like, so we can go on now and get ready for our eggs and our vanilla flavoring. Now I've got 2 room temperature eggs. I'm going to break those into this bowl to make sure that I don't get any shells in my batter and that we've got 2 good eggs. And we're going to blend those in one at a time. Now we'll do the same thing to the second egg. And I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to add that into the mixture. Now I'm going to give everything one more mix through with this spatula just to make sure that I get that vanilla incorporated throughout. Now I'm going to take my dry ingredients and slowly mix that into my wet ingredients. The one thing that you don't want to do is overwork the batter, because you'll get a really hard and dense cookie, and nobody wants that. Now I've got 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, so that's 170 grams, and we're going to add those in. And then we're going to take our strawberries that we've got here and make sure we don't leave any of those on the paper, and we'll add those in. Now I'm going to take that and gently fold all of that together. Now that I've got all of that folded together, I'm going to take one of my bonnets here that I use, and I'm going to put that over the top of it. If you want to put some cling film over the top, you can do that. We're going to set this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, and we'll come back and get ready to scoop out our cookies. I just took the cookie dough out of the refrigerator, and it looks absolutely delicious. I've got a scoop here. If you don't have a scoop, you can just use a spoon, whatever you've got. This is about a tablespoon, and if you've got one of the bigger ones, then you can definitely use that. It'll just take a little bit longer for them to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop out these cookies. I've got a baking pan here, and I've got a silicone mat in it. If you don't have the silicone mat, you can use parchment paper in the bottom of that. All right, I've got a baker's dozen here. I'm going to put those into that preheated 350-degree Fahrenheit oven, or 175 degrees Celsius, between 10 to 12 minutes. Everybody's stove cooks a little bit differently, so check on them. What you want to see is you want to see the edges a little brown on the outside. Put those in the oven now. I'll see you back when these are done. I am back. I've got my cookies baked up now. These look absolutely delicious. Now let's get one of these and give it a taste test. I want you to look how nice that is. We've got some strawberries there with some chocolate coming through the side there. These are really soft. I want to break one of these open so you can see how nice and chewy these are going to be. These look absolutely delicious, and look at those strawberries in there. Let's give it a try. Wow. Absolutely delicious. That little hint of those strawberries in there, and that chocolate's coming through. That brown sugar, the regular sugar, just the right amount of sweetness to these. These are absolutely delicious. I know you're going to love this recipe. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other 2 videos over here on the side. You might find something that you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I want to hear how your strawberry chocolate cookies turned out. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.